Okay, Jenny, we're live.
Thank you all for
Okay, you
coming
guys, we're
over.
gonna be
Chats. Appreciate the love.
doing some canned pickles, you guys. I have to move the zucchini out of the way. Um, all right. Let's see here. How's everybody doing tonight?
Hi,
Hey
ho.
Ace, hey ho,
Hey, everybody.
hey Omen, Nick. Who else
Hi,
came?
Ace.
Who did I miss, Jenny?
Ace Maduro.
Let's
Teresa
see here.
Buchanan. Thank you for coming, Teresa. Yes, we know the professor sent you. He's such a gentleman. I appreciate all the love that y'all are bringing over to my girlfriend's channel. She's the real homesteading when it comes down to it. She knows what she's doing. She's lived it her whole life, and she does a very good job of working that farm. Quite a few of us have learned so much from her. And this is her second live. We're so proud of her.
Hey guys, when I do my pickles, I do them about an eighth of an inch to a quarter of an inch because I like to try to keep them crispy. I do not like mushy pickles. And
Jamie's in
I'm
the
putting them
house.
in a food grade bucket. Hey Jamie, how you doing, sugar?
Where's Grandma? There's Grandma. Grandma, what's up?
Hey Detail Grandma.
Woohoo! Look at her go,
You guys,
Grandma.
everybody in here. Uh, that's the way you cut up a pickle.
Everybody hit the subscribe button if you wouldn't
There's
mind. Get the algorithm up a little bit. Hi, Show and Tell.
Good to see you too, Jamie. You guys, I always cut the ends off of the cucumber. I don't use them because there's an enzyme in cucumbers that's stored in the end, and that's where a lot of the bitter comes from. So just cut your ends off of your cucumbers. And you can
Humberto.
also do
Hello,
this if the
Humberto.
cucumbers bitter. Hey, Humberto.
Humberto. Yay.
Hey, you guys, if your cucumber's bitter, you cut off the end and take it and rub it real good. And if you notice, you'll see some white stuff. That is the bitter that's in the cucumber. So if you see any cucumber that's got a little bit of yellow on it, do that before you cut it up to pull the bitter stuff out of it. See, it's all around the edge of it. Just keep on doing that. for about 30 seconds, I'd say, and it'll pull that bitter out. Then you just wash it off.
I would have never thought of that. It's a good little trick.
But that's what you do to get the bitter out. Just cut it off.
Yes, Jamie, you're finally in Debbie's kitchen. Doesn't it feel good? I'm so proud of you.
Don't go on. That one didn't have any element. Often rubbing it. Let's see here.
Hi, KP Heathen.
Hey, Intel.
Thanks for coming over, KP. And Nick, Easy, and Omen, Screaming Raven. Good to see y'all. Thanks for coming.
Okay, you guys.
look at what Umberto wrote. I smelled food, and here I open YouTube. After taking a shower and drying like God sent me, and here I see you on your second live stream. That's right. God sent you here.
Umberto, if you were here, you could eat some pickles.
That's right.
Umberto, I've got to make salsa in a little while.
Oh, she makes salsa that makes the Mexicans say that she's competing with them.
No, I could never compete with their salsa.
Well, you're pretty close from what that young man said from down the street.
Yeah, that's what Jose told us. Jose said very, very good. Yeah, he said he don't like the restaurants around here because do what?
Somebody named Color Collabs.
Oh, that's Tori from Detail Grandma's channel. That's Detail Grandma's daughter.
Gotcha.
Hey, Tori. Thank you for coming, baby. Tori's got beautiful eyeballs. I always pick on her and tell her to show me her eyeballs when Detail Grandma's live. Oh, yeah, baby. I love them eyeballs. Okay, you guys. I'm doing about 10 pickles and 1 giant onion. Okay? So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put, where's my salt at? Oh, here it is. I'm going to let these sit in a little bit of salt for a few minutes while I'm getting my my pickling juice ready. So you put a little bit of cayenne salt in it, and I'm going to stick it in my refrigerator for a few minutes. While I'm doing my pickling juice. Okay. And pickling juice. Hot. I'm sorry. Pickle juice is going to be real easy. It's going to be 2 cups of white vinegar, 2 cups of apple cider vinegar, maybe a little bit more, just a little bit more than 2 cups for that. And I'm doing 3 cups of water instead of 4 because I like mine pretty vinegary. And I'm going to do 1 cup of sugar and some coconut palm sugar. Hold on a minute. There's my sugar. I'm going to do some palm sugar. That was about 1/4 cup. And I'm going to do some chili flakes. About half a teaspoon. And this is homemade pumpkin spice. Pickle spice. Say about maybe 2 tablespoons. And a little bit of my homemade dried onions. I'm going to put in there a little bit more than that, maybe 2 tablespoons. And you put it on the stove and you heat it up for about, say, till it gets good and dissolved. Which on my stove varies depending on how long it takes to get my stove to turn on.
Mm-hmm.
My little clicker's not wanting to work.
It was giving you a fit earlier, wasn't it?
I'm not paying for another one of those things. You shouldn't have to replace those things every 2 years.
Yeah.
They make these stoves like junk these days.
Yep. That's why I'm not jumping right away to replace mine, either any of my appliances, until they totally die, because they don't make them like they used to.
Hey, Alexa. Who else is here?
Lawfully armed. Room raid. Hi, lawfully armed. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming back, Teresa. Y'all are so sweet.
Hey, Hey, lawfully. Okay, you guys. I don't throw away my little pieces. I give this to the chickens. So it's going in the little chicken bucket.
Alexis, she's canning cucumbers to make pickles.
That's pretty big, huh?
Yeah.
We got some pretty big zucchini out of our garden over the last couple days. So I have plenty more I have to can.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Is there anybody else in chat?
Nobody that I noticed that's new. Yeah, you just canning a bunch of zucchini recently, the other night. How many cans did you do the other night? Like 12 to 24 or something?
It's not letting me go look and see the comments. Do what?
How many cans of cucumber or zucchini did you do the other night?
Oh, I did 7 the other night, but that brought it to a total of 35.
Yeah, I knew
35 quarts so far.
Yeah, I knew you'd done a bunch already.
Yeah.
She's quite stocked up.
35
Very stocked
quarts.
up.
Has anybody ever canned zucchini as relish?
I never have.
Because that's what I'm going to be trying next. I did some last year, but it was okay, but it needs something else. It's a little bit bland.
Right.
Yeah, it wasn't bad, it's just bland. I think I should have put more vinegar in it or something.
Right. A little bit more flavor.
Yeah. A little bit more flavor. Okay, you guys. I'm going to take myself off of full screen. And let's see here. Let's see. Who's in here? I can't see who's in here. Let's see here. It doesn't want to move for me. Okay, now there we go. Okay.
You've got 9 beautiful people in here watching you make canned cucumbers.
Okay. Let's see here. I want to make sure I got everybody that came in. KP Heathen. Hi, Halle Bell. Okay. Hi, KP Heathen. Omen Screaming. Raven, hello. You guys, anybody else, if you're here and I missed you, hey. Nick, hello. Okay. I think I got everybody. Yeah, I think I got everybody else.
Yep.
So, Here we go. Hello, Omen. Now, Omen, where did you come from? Did you come from um, um, Mad Chads or from Detail Grandma's channel, or where did you come from? Okay, you guys, I've got to just wait. I have to be patient. And I probably should take the spoon out of the pot. Okay. Oh, Intel brought you there. Oh, okay. Okay. Show Intel brought you there. Okay. All righty, you guys. I am going to um have me a cigarette while I'm waiting on the stuff to heat up. Now you have to be patient with that pickling juice because what I have found out is if you do not bring it up to a boil, I don't know why, but the pickles just don't do right if you don't bring it up to a boil and then let it cool off. So make sure your all your sugar and all that is dissolved. And
All your dry
I'm not do what?
all your dry mixture is dissolved.
And you can add dill or pretty much anything you want in these, but I'm not adding dill right now because there's some recipes that I need cucumber without dill. So this is going to be my batch without dill. Yeah, pickles can be temperamental. I'm going to be taking some of the zucchini and I'm going to make some more relish, but I'm not doing that tonight. I'm just want to do the cucumbers tonight. What makes the kosher pickles kosher? I guess kosher salt. Jamie, I use white distilled vinegar and apple cider vinegar or whatever vinegar I make. I have some um, red wine vinegar that I made in my cabinet, but I'm not using that for the pickles tonight. I'm just using some apple cider vinegar I bought. But you can pretty much use whatever kind of vinegar you want to use.
Yeah.
And the vinegar ratio for this recipe is 2 cups white vinegar, 2 apple cider vinegar, and 4 cups water. But I only used 3 cups water because I want mine to be a little bit, I want mine to have a little bit more of a bite behind it. Yeah, I agree with you, Umberto. It does. It makes it taste a lot better. Hold on just 1 minute. You guys, I'll be right back.
Take your time, sweetie.
Yeah, you want pizza? Yeah. Kenneth smelled the vinegar and was like, "Are you using vinegar?" I said, "Yes, I'm making pickles." So he's cute. That's my hubby for you.
He's so cute.
He is very, very cute. Okay. Now I have to rinse my pickles off. Okay. Okay, you guys. Make sure you rinse that salt off of your pickles. And just put your pickles in your jars. And make sure your jars are very clean. Or else you might have some issues. The easiest way I find to make sure your jars have less air holes in it is to just tap your stuff down. Just put your hand on the bottom of the jar and just pat it down. And leave it a little bit of head space on the top of the jar. Try to not have your food above that bottom rim right there.
Mm-hmm.
It's on the glass. Just make sure you pack it down. Okay. Thanks.
Rolling right along.
Oh yeah. It's about what I thought it would do. About 5 jars, so.
Doing a great job.
About 5 jars. I did not want to have to get my big pressure canner back down, so I'm just going to be using a regular stock pot. And you can use a regular stock pot as long as you do a couple of things. You can either buy you one of these things to go in the bottom of your stock pot so your jars aren't rattling on the bottom, or you can use like a tea towel or something. But I ordered a couple of different sizes of these off
Jamie's
of
got
Amazon.
a couple questions if you get a minute.
What? Okay. Can you make relish dressing and or just eat them? You can pretty much do anything you want. You can eat them cold. Kosher. Hey, Echo. Kosher is a salt brine and generous amount of garlic and dip tomato. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Actually, yeah, you're right, Anna. You supposed to put the dill and the salt. Yeah, that's right. ain't no technical pickle expert. I just do it the way my grandma taught. Taught me how to do it. And of course, people, when you're done with your buckets and utensils, rinse everything off. Wash it off real good so you don't get cruddy buddies. You know? Don't want cruddy buddies. Okay.
Jamie said, do you only use white vinegar as well as another type of vinegar?
Yeah, I already answered her question. But yeah, I use apple cider vinegar and
Okay, honey.
white distilled vinegar.
Okay, honey.
Okay, you guys. Here you go.
Yeah.
I have this little thingamabobber you use, this funnel thing that you set over your jars to fill them up so your stuff doesn't splatter everywhere. And don't fill your jars up any more than to that ring that I was telling you about. You leave about a ½ inch of headspace in your jars. So that jar was too packed, y'all. So I have to repack it.
All right.
Huh?
That's all right. Just start over with that corner.
I'm gonna have to take some of one of my slices was way too thick. See that? It was way too thick. So
yes, ma'am.
that's
I
okay.
see that.
Yeah, it was way too thick. Way, way, way too thick. Okay. I'm gonna pack my stuff further in my jars. Ow. Okay. There you go.
I like both kinds. The dill pickles and the bread and butter.
Yeah, I do too. Okay. Now, the next thing you want to make sure you do is get you a cloth, put a little bit of vinegar on it, and go around your jars and make sure you don't have any sticky stuff or any pieces of food or anything around the edges. Okay? Clean them off real good. Okay? Then you get your lids. I used to soak my lids, but then the FDA said it's okay. Just make sure your lids are clean, which mine are clean. So I don't soak them anymore. I just take clean lids and make sure I use clean lids. Now you want to make sure you do your rings fingertip tight. Don't put it on there real tight. Just fingertip tight. Put it on there. Okay. See that, you guys? Fingertip tight. Put it on there. And you take your jars, set them in your canner. Then you're going to take your water and put it in here and let it cover the jars about an inch by a half inch over your jars, over the top. So it's over the lid. Okay? Okay. Okay. That was 2 quarts of water, and all the jars are covered up about almost a quarter of an inch. So we're good on that. Okay. Now I get to turn my stove on. Well, guess I have to light this one too. Now do yourself a favor. Don't buy a Frigidaire stove unless you want to get ill every time you try to light it after you've had it for about 2 years. Because it'll start messing up. Your little clicker won't work. Your self-cleaning oven part won't want to work. So you get aggravated.
They don't make things like they used to, Deb.
No, they don't. That's the truth. That is the truth. Okay. I don't like a mess, so I'm cleaning my stuff as I go. I'm not a fan of dirty dishes. Okay. Can't help it. It's vinegar.
I wouldn't give up my gas stove for an electric unless I absolutely had to. My parents had an electric, and I've had a gas stove forever now, and love it.
The vinegar smell is about, it woke Kenneth up. Poor baby.
Oh.
It did, it woke him up. Yep. Woke him up. Okay, you guys. I've got it on 6, which is my high, right below my high setting on my stove. And what you're going to do is you're going to let it come to a boil. And once it comes to a boil, you're going to let them go for about 12 minutes. And then just turn your stove off and let them sit in there for about 10 minutes, and then you can pull them out. Okay? And they'll be done. And that's how you water bath can them. Yeah, Anna, that's what we use down here in the South during the summertime when it's really, really hot. Everybody puts vinegar in about 8 ounces of water with some honey or something and a little bit of lemon juice and vinegar to give them that pick me up boost that they need. Okay, let's see here. Let's see here. Man, I can drink apple cider vinegar. I can't help it. Who else is in here?
I love it too. Cucumber salad and everything like that. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, you guys, and I use ball lids is what I have right now. That's what my grandma always used was ball. I had some issues with them last year. A lot of them just did not do right. But so far, this batch that I have is doing pretty good. So I'm not going to complain right now about it. Not going to complain at all. Okay. Jamie's present. Let's see here. Let me go. I guess maybe I need to look at the room. Let's see here. I can't do it on this device or I'll have an echo. Yeah, echo. That pickle brine does. Pickle stuff will make your skin soft, they say. I hadn't ever tried soaking my feet in pickle brine, though. Have you? Let's see here. Mad Chad's still alive. That was sweet of him to send people over here.
He's such a sweet guy, I'm telling you.
Okay.
And his chat is really kind. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we got 4 people. I guess that's me, you, Jamie, Anna, and Humberto. Humberto, you still here, buddy?
Yep. Yeah. Where's Grandma?
Oh, she probably went to bed, baby.
She goes to sleep early.
Yeah, tonight was the first time I'd ever been to Mad Chad's Anna, and he was real nice when I went in his room. He was very nice. Ain't that interesting how some channels will be so cordial and like, tell other people what your niche is about your channel, what you do, and they're okay with sharing about it. And then other channels can't stand to mention anybody else's channel, like they're afraid their people's going to go somewhere else. Like they're afraid they're going to lose people. You know,
Yeah.
I'm like, that's
I
pitiful.
knew he would. I knew he would react like that. He's a sweet guy. He's a really nice guy.
Yeah, you seem very nice, honey. Would you like for me to open the back door for a little bit? I feel terrible. I woke my husband up with the smell of vinegar, and it doesn't usually bother him. Maybe that little bit extra I shouldn't have put in there. Shh, don't tell on me, Jenny. Anna, don't y'all tell on me now. Let's see here.
It's our little secret.
Yes, it's our little secret. Yeah, that salt water is good in the ocean for eczema. I have eczema really bad, and I haven't had a really bad flare up in a while. What's been worse than a territorial cat? What did I miss? I missed something. Yeah, I love pickles. Well, I like pickles. I don't love. I shouldn't say love. You're supposed to love people, not food. But who am I kidding? I love food. As you can tell, yeah,
What
I love my food.
you were talking about how some people will not feel threatened and tell people to come do a love bomb on your channel, and yet some other channels are threatened because you're on at the same time they are.
Yeah, I get it now. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I mean that's true. That exactly. Yep. I just don't. I mean, I'm willing to share anybody else's stuff with somebody else, especially if you know that somebody else is in seek of certain information. Why would you not want to share that information with the people that you know? Because if they can glean something from it, you should send them there.
Yeah,
That's like common sense, I think. That's yeah. I don't know.
yeah,
I'm all about sharing as caring. You share your knowledge with other people, and
yeah,
it's going to come back to you.
yeah, exactly.
You know, and I say that's a God thing. God knows He can see everything we do. You know, and He knows if we're abiding and doing right or not. And sharing with people. That's what He wants us to do. He don't want us to be greedy and selfish and hold everything. And be afraid to share it.
Yeah,
That you know what, Omen, that's exactly right. It is. It's a big old ego power trip for a lot of people.
yeah,
And
definitely.
power. You know, just like them stinking wrenches. People get mad about if they don't have a wrench. I'm like, I don't want the responsibility of a wrench, because I can't I can hardly walk and chew gum at the same time lately. I just got too much on my head. And sometimes the chats go by so fast. No, no, I'll leave that to the big dogs. You know,
Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah, we're not out for
Yeah,
notoriety or to get rich. We're just
no,
to teach our brothers and sisters maybe something that we have knowledge of and to learn from each other while we're in chat.
yeah, it is fear. Fear is there's a good healthy bit of fear, like fear that if I go in there and I stick my hand in that oven, I'm going to get burned. That's a good fear. Like, don't do it. You know, um, that's a good fear. But a lot of the other stuff these days, no, nope, nope, nope. I'm
I
being
mean, half of
knowledgeable.
what
Let's
we
see.
have no control over, the fear that they're putting out, you know?
Yeah. See, this thing is so slow. Oh my goodness. Okay, Will. Okay. There's a little bit of bubble, so now I can turn it up to high. I didn't want my jars to heat up too quick. Vinegar smells so good. I can't believe we've been live for 52 minutes.
It's wonderful.
That's crazy. The camera did the light better, you guys.
The camera
Can
did
you tell
what?
the lighting's better? I adjusted the camera and it made the lighting better.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah, it
Can you
does look
tell?
brighter. Yeah, it looks nice. Gotcha.
Oh yeah, time can it can go by. It's good to see you too, Jamie. Is your hubby asleep or is he awake like Kenneth right now? She's like 2 hours behind me, I think. Anna's 1 hour behind.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe she is. Omen Screaming Raven, what time zone are you in? He's asleep. Oh, pretty little baby.
No.
Central time. Yeah. Yeah, you're 1 hour behind Echo. Central time. Good. Okay.
Oh, Omen's on
I
the
am
East
going
Coast
to.
with us.
Oh, cool beans, Omen. You're right with us. Yeah, we're going to take a trip.
It's gonna take a trip. Where are we tripping? Where are we tripping at?
We are tripping right here to the dining room table.
Fantastic.
we wait for.
We get the wide angle view of the kitchen.
There you go. I'm putting everything on the table because it's going to be a few minutes.
How long did you say those puppies boil for?
Oh, once they start boiling, about 12 minutes.
12 minutes.
Yeah, about 12 minutes once it starts boiling real good. So I have to plug my computer back in over there, or I'm going to have issues because it's not fully charged. So okay. And I can do this. There we go. Okay, guys. Okay. Let's see here. Ooh, that does look better.
Yeah, it's your
That camera has.
wide angle of the kitchen. It looks very.
Oh, Anna, I've been known to open them up after a day or two in the refrigerator. I usually always stick one in the refrigerator after I'm done, and then I put the rest in the pantry. But we're little pickle goblins here, so pickles don't last very long. Kenneth could eat a whole jar if I'd let him. Especially if they're sweet baby gherkins, he'll tear them things up because he's got his sweet tooth. Yeah, they do. Whole pickles do take a lot longer, I think. But I don't usually. Now, I've done dill spears, but the only pickles I've ever done whole is the little baby pickles for like sweet baby gherkins. And a lot of times, them, I'll even cut those in half if I do those, like straight down the middle. So, how is the camera quality on everybody's end? I'm going to make it bigger, and y'all tell me what you think.
That looks good for me.
I think that's actually pretty good, a pretty good quality camera. Considering I know nothing about cameras. So,
Guess what I'm nibbling on?
what?
Pickles.
Pickles? My sister's asleep in bed. That's why she's not here. Because she has to work tomorrow. She worked today and she has to work tomorrow. It's her own weekend at her second job. so she couldn't be here. Let's see here. Anna, can you manage the there's only like a couple of people in. Can you manage the chat if I put you up on panel? Or do you just want to stay and chat in the room?
Echo said she just got some Milwaukee baby dills today.
Yeah, I see that. I've never had Milwaukee baby deals. I've never even seen those before.
Me either. Yeah, Jamie, you're right. You need the camera to be closer, and when you're doing cooking, and
Yeah, I was trying.
you had a good angle going. We could see what you were doing.
The thing is, with my eyesight, I have a hard time gauging the distance. Um, okay, honey buns, I understand. I'm glad you got to go on your trip, and I'm thankful you shared it with me too.
Yeah, me too. Thanks, Anna. That's exciting. Yeah,
I wished you could have been down here so you could go marching with the Suwan. That would be really, really cool.
and I wish it wouldn't have gotten washed out too.
Yeah, that would actually make headlines if we could get, Anna down here somehow
Yeah,
and get her to march with the tribes down here for them to not put up that $4,500 housing development.
maybe
That
that's something we can organize to try to encourage them to do
Yeah,
something like that.
that would be so cool. That would make the papers, you know that? That would make headlines.
Yes, ma'am.
It really would. I just got goosebumps. Ew, I got goosebumps. Because I wrote them and I told them, you need to fight it, you need to fight it, you need to fight it. Because they're going to do the same thing to Lake Waccamaw that they did to Leland. And it's going to be growed up and they're going to have all these buildings and stuff. And it's going to be right over on top of everybody. And they're going to lose all their tribal lands. Because they did it to all the natives that lived at Carolina Beach. They stole all their land. They did a big old land grab.
Yeah.
They did that back during when Hurricane Hazel came through in 1952. They stole a bunch of land. That would be a good idea. Show them that
Yeah, get the
article.
word out. Let's get the word out and try to figure out a way to.
Share that article, man. I mean, because even people that aren't native should, well, like around here, we're standing with them. You know what I mean? because that's just wrong. That's wrong.
Yeah, definitely. Any group that's mistreated like that, I don't care who it is, it's a form of, bullying at the, in a certain degree, but it's just wrongdoing to any
Stealing
group like
people's
that.
land is way past bullying. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, I'm belittling it, I guess, definitely with the wrong wording, but you know what I mean. It's just wrong.
Yeah, it is. I was just saying that's a different word. It's a.
Yeah, I mean,
I
it's
wouldn't
just
say you're
it's just
belittling it.
wrong. It's absolutely sickening what they're done to Native Americans.
Yeah, you know what? And y'all need to fight it, fight it, fight it, fight it.
Exactly.
Write other. We need to be writing other tribes and letting other tribes know what's going on in our areas, and we need to find out what's going on in their areas, and everybody needs to band together and say no more of it. That we're not going to put up with you stealing from our neighbors and our friends. You know, and for the natives, they don't need to be letting them steal from them. You know,
Exactly. And we stand behind them as the, as exactly.
yeah, because where I grew up, everybody's all together. You know what I mean? So what happens to them affects us too. If we let them encroach on us, they're going to encroach on them. Just like they made our road, that everybody, thought they made the people on one end of the road think that putting a paved road was going to make our road better. No, making our road paving our road growing up didn't make our community any better. All it did was drive up our property taxes and make people who were already, in poverty worse off. You know, that's all it did.
Yeah, it makes me sick. It really
Yep.
does. It makes me sick to my stomach. And I'm not even Native American. It's just wrong.
Yeah, they shouldn't be selling it. It should be given back. I don't know, Anna. I don't understand. And that's something I question. I want to see who is it being sold to? That's what I want to know. And I don't care what administration it's under. I don't care.
Yeah, doesn't matter at this point. Just get it
No, it
back.
does not.
No, that's not what is important at this point. Just give it back.
That's right. Well, a lot of
And
people they
everybody's
don't
looking for
care.
retribution and somebody to pay a price and just do the right thing.
A lot of things could be righted. A lot of wrongs could be righted, at least somewhat, if they would just give federal land to the natives. Just give it back to the natives. You know,
Exactly. Yep.
and if people want to go hunt and fish on that land, then the natives should be the ones to profit from it.
Yep. Exactly.
That's my opinion. If they want to let somebody join a hunting club, or if they want to organize a hunting club, then they should be the ones making money off of it, not the federal government. That's the way I feel about it. Yeah, Jamie, it's hard to argue that point. It is. I mean,
Yeah.
to me, that would make so much, so much better off.
Yeah. It's
And
just
it would
common
relieve,
sense.
yeah, and it
It's
would relieve
common
a lot of
sense.
tension. Give them the mineral rights back. Give them the mineral rights, from the middle of the earth to the heavens. You know, there's oil or something like that on their land. They should be able to, you know, get the oil if they want to get it and sell it or whatever. Just my opinion. Let me check this right here. Okay. Okay. Okay, we got 10 more minutes on it.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, you know what, Anna? I would have cried. I wouldn't have about to cried. I would have cried. That just makes me mad.
Yeah, my goodness. Yep, I would have lost it.
Yep,
Yep.
that's right. What Jenny said. Yep, that's crazy. Did I make this? I didn't make this private, did I? No, it says it's public.
I
Let's
don't
see
know.
here.
I can't see your settings, babe.
No, I'm gonna go look. I believe it. I think I set it for public.
It's a free for all.
Oh, detail grandma's live.
Oh, let's go do a love bomb on her.
Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Hold on.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. Okay. I yeah, let's see here. Mad Shad's still live. Let's see here.
I love how Van said. He's so laid back and cool.
Yeah. Y'all, I've got about 10 more minutes left on these pickles. And
Okay.
when I'm done with the pickles, I'm going to take them out the jar. I mean, not out the jar, but I'm going to let them sit for a few. I can't even think straight. I'm going to take them out the jar and let y'all. I said it again. I'm going to take them out the pot and let y'all see the jars. And then I'm going to shut the room down and I'm going to go over to Detail Grandma's. If anybody that's in here wants to go to her channel, I'm going to hold on a minute, let me find her link. Where's her link at? Damn it. Okay.
Yeah.
Ah. Uh,
I could try to share it.
uh,
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm not a moderator in your channel yet, so
no, I have. Remember, I told you I was going to have one moderator, and I made
yeah,
Echo a moderator. Okay, Kettle. Huh?
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, well my link,
Okay, you guys.
I put,
Jenny,
yep.
you can put Detail Grandma's link in the chat, can't you?
Yeah, I did, and then I realized I wasn't a moderator after I did it.
But you can still put it in the chat. I'm not a moderator in other channels, and I put links in their chats all the
Okay,
time.
sweetie. Gotcha.
Ma Kettle was one of your favorite characters when you were a child. Ma
Gotcha.
Kettle. I don't know who Ma Kettle is.
Okay, baby. I put it in. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, let's see here. Okay. It's going, you guys. I hear my jars rocking and rolling in my pot.
Yeah. Pressure's building.
Yeah. I have got to get used to these. I'm almost more comfortable doing the live than I am trying to videotape something and put it up to watch later. Isn't that crazy? I still think the prettiest video is my pretty husband. Okay, everybody. There's a picture of a hog. There's a picture of my. What y'all think? He's so pretty.
He is.
Ma and Pa Kettle on YouTube. I will probably bust a gut because it sounds kind of funny. Ma and Pa Kettle. Let's see here. Ma and Pa Kettle. Okay. Man, shit. Yeah, that was a pretty nice dude. Okay. Show Intel. Okay. Show Intel subscribed. Okay. Wow. Okay. Now I get to turn it off. Okay. See that, you guys? See the
Yeah,
pickles?
yeah, we can see it.
There you go.
Beautiful.
Here we go. We got 5 jars of pickles. Five jars. So, okay. Y'all ready to go over to Detail Grandma's?
Yeah.
Hello, hello. I hear jars popping. My lids are sealing. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and shut the live down, okay? These kids are hilarious. Some of them are. There's a couple of them that need to smack. But yeah, I retired at 36. Half pickles. Made a shitload of money. Animals off, and now stay at home dad. Works. Oh, Jenny, can you turn that volume down? Awesome, Steve. All for his kingdom. Hello.
Sorry about that.
Okay. Anna Banana, I'm going to go on and go get over to Detail Grandma's channel. Okay, I'm going to shut the live down. Thank you, everybody, for coming. You guys have a blessed night.
Thanks for coming, everybody. And everybody from Mad Chat, thanks for coming over also. Stop this. You still there in StreamYard?